Good evening and happy Thursday as we welcome you in to Logan Elm High School as the Braves are set to take on the Blue Angels of Gallia Academy in tonight's district quarterfinal here in the Southeast Volleyball Tournament. Alongside Shane Combs, my name is Dewey Daly as we welcome you into tonight's coverage. And Shane, what would have in recent years been a sectional final, now a district quarterfinal, as both of these teams looking to advance to the district tournament that will be held next week at Southeastern.
Yeah, in the new format of the 7 divisions, it's something I've been in complete favor of. I know some people really kind of panicked, and I think they did so before they really educated themselves on what was really going on. There was such a discrepancy really at the Division I level, where sometimes you would get as much of a 700-800 difference in enrollment. So what they were able to do by going to 7 is they were able to solve some of that. And then if you start to look at it more around the 3, 4, and then the 5, 6, and the 7, there's not a lot of difference to what we would have known in the past as Divisions 2, 3, and 4. So that part of it I love. The part that I do not like, and you just referenced it right there in your opening, is the fact that we're not calling these sectional championships. And I'll be honest, I kind of hope athletic programs continue to do that, because that's what they are basically in terms of the round we're in. So, when you come in tonight, these kids kind of just highlights the program in terms of it's a better way to archive it in terms of saying, hey, we were sectional champs there in 2024.
Coming into tonight's match, Logan Elm, the 4 seed, although not quite as good of a record overall as Gallia Academy, who does sit at the 5 seed coming into tonight. Gallia Academy 18-5, 12-2 in the OVC, finishing in second place in that conference, whereas Logan Elm sits at 13-9 and an even 6-6 in the highly contested Mid-State League. They finished up their season in 4th place in their league. The MSL, one of the tougher conferences in the area, Shane, is very, very top-heavy.
I think you're spot on there in terms of the seeding, because, again, it's – as I study Gallia Academy in preparation for the match tonight, there's a lot on paper to like. They're a young team. They seems like they've played at a pretty high level, pretty consistent level. But I do think it's fair to say that Logan Elm's probably been a little bit more battle tested throughout the year. When you think of the likes of a Bloom Carroll, when you think of the likes of the individual talent of Thompson there at Fairfield Union. You and I had a chance to see Circleville the other night. Very, very impressed with them. So, yeah, I think that's fair. But, all that said, you come in tonight, you don't get a lot of tight volleyball matches. You and I were talking before we come on the air. I think out of like the 25 to 30, what I would call, sectional semifinal, sectional final type matches so far, I think 90% of them have gone to the higher seed, and I think about 90% of them have gone in straight sets. So this one has a little bit more of the capabilities of maybe stretching out a little bit more tonight. Do you agree with that in terms of maybe getting us into a 4th or 5th set?
Hopefully. We haven't had the greatest luck of getting 5 setters. I think out of all the streams we've done, I think we've had 1 go to 4 and the rest were in straight
Well, we
sets,
had the right matchup. We just had the wrong game.
The wrong game in the league series. Coming into tonight, as we mentioned, Gallia sitting at 18-5 under head coach Janice Rozier. They split with Fairland, who ended up finishing 13-1 in the Ohio Valley Conference. They ended up winning the conference outright due to Gallia Academy falling to Chesapeake in their second meeting. So that put Gallia firmly in second place. Obviously, Logan Elm avoiding what would have been sectional semi, now the district first round for Gallia Academy. They hosted Washington Courthouse this past Monday, winning in straight sets to advance to tonight's matchup against Logan Elm.
Yeah, and in that OVC, to no fault of Gallia Academy's, record, they just in their conference, they do have a little bit more of the smaller division, and I'd say that played a little bit of factor in the seeding as well. You look down through that Division 5 bracket. Chesapeake did advance to the district semifinals, so they win the equivalent of a sectional championship just last night, and they'll be advancing to Waverly to play a good new Lex team in the district. So just because it's a certain division doesn't mean it's not a good volleyball team. So, I mean, it sounds like they've had some opponents there at the top of their conference that certainly prepare them for tonight's contest.
And for Gallia Academy, Shane, doesn't take much to realize this is an extremely young team, sort of similar to that Wheelersburg team we saw a year ago. They're only going to be graduating one player from the roster. They're going to come back full strength, more or less, next season and the year after. No juniors on the roster either.
That's a great comparison. And again, you watch them warm up. They certainly don't lack length. They don't lack athleticism. So I like the comparison you're making there. And if you think back to some of those teams when they were younger, they were very talented. But as they got into the tournament setting, a little bit of experience, just handling some of the adversity, the up and down flow of Lady momentum in the match and so forth. So that'll be something interesting to watch here on the road this evening, early on, to see how well they settle into the match.
And for Logan Elm, it's hard to talk about the Braves without mentioning the loss of Claire King, who went out around the midpoint of the Braves season. And we talked a little bit about this before we went on air, Shane. Claire King still leading the Braves in both kills and blocks. She finished her season after 29 sets. Logan Elm on the season now with 72, and when Claire went out, she was at 160 kills and 25 blocks, Shane, averaging 5.5 kills prior to the injury.
Well, and that's a bizarre stat. It's a really good one there on your part here in the pre-match coverage. I guess when you throw that at me, I guess I'll try to give two reasons. Number one is her incredible talent. I mean, obviously she's a special player. I've talked about in a lot of our coverage throughout our volleyball coverage throughout the year. When you start getting into that 5.5 to 6, you're starting to get into more of a district player of the year, all Ohio caliber type of player, which she certainly is. The second reason I would give you is you and I have watched them kind of reconfigure themselves without their talented star. It's become a little bit more of everybody eats at the buffet table, right? It's kind of spread it up and down the net. I know in your play-by-play coverage tonight, I bet you'll call 5-6 different people on the attack at producing some kills and some offense for Coach Ridenauer.
And one of those players, Shane, Eliana Hutchinson, who sits at 157 kills on the season. So if all things go according to plan tonight for the Braves, she'll most likely take over at the top in terms of kills for the Braves on the season. Logan Elm, one of those teams that utilize two setters as well. It's mainly Hannah Rhodes, who coming into tonight averaging 6.7%, since at 483 assists on the season. We also see a lot of Kiana Ingram, who sits at 181, 2.5% this year.
Yeah, anytime you see that type of discrepancy, you'll have to kind of watch the rotations to see if it's a true 6-2. Certainly, it sounds like Hannah will do the setting across the front row and get far more opportunities. She may even set into a fourth or fifth rotation. That's something we'll try to really watch and kind of point out to our viewers this evening.
Braves and Angels coming up next here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at sosaohio.com.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
We welcome you back to Logan Elm High School. Shane, we talked a little bit about the personnel for the Braves. We can move over to Gallia Academy now. Sophomore setter Grayson Clark. Sophomore season not quite over yet. Already over 1,000 assists for Clark.
Yeah, anytime you get those 5-1 setters, you get a lot of opportunities, and the numbers will rack up in a hurry. It sounds like they're very organized in their rotation. A lot of times in that 5-1, if you're not familiar with that, that's basically saying that setter is going to take that second ball every single time. So what you should see is hitters getting ready to hit. And I'm anxious to see some of her chemistry with some of the likes of Aubrey Frazier and Abigail Clark and some of those hitters that you're going to be talking about.
And Shane, those two hitters you just mentioned, both over 6 foot, talking about Clark and Frazier, both are sophomores. The top 4 hitters for this Blue Angel team are all sophomores, and the 5th one on the list is a freshman, and Lauren Eachus.
Well, and again, we talked about in the pre-match coverage here how they pass the eye test. You mentioned the 6'2", 6'3". They got the long arms, they're athletic, and be real anxious to see how well they pass it, because if they're able to get the ball on target to the talented setter Clark, I could see where they certainly have some weapons there at the net.
So first serve here at Logan Elm High School coming up in just a few moments. Obviously tournament volleyball, so we do have 4 officials. 2 on each side of the net and 2 on opposite corners of the floor.
Yeah, it's something volleyball has really made a commitment to more and more in the area in terms of using real officials on the line. I can remember, growing up and watching so much volleyball where the line judges would be just, whoever from the home team and so forth. It's awesome as the sport of volleyball has grown to see not only the schools but now even the district levels and so forth putting a little bit more money and resources into it.
So it'll be the sophomore Luli Walker back to the service line for Gallia Academy to get us going in tonight's district quarterfinal at Logan Elm High School as Rhodes brings it to the near side. Down the line, it's Hutchinson with the early kill for the Braves.
Yeah, right off the bat, you mentioned Hutchinson kind of, even though it's a balance attack, certainly probably is the go-to, and Logan Elm wasting no time getting her involved.
So with a 1-0 lead, back for the Braves will be Kimberly Petty. She serves it away for Logan Elm. Second touch by Clark. It's Ryan Nunn back over on the free ball for Gallia. Rhodes goes backside. Blue Devils keep it alive. Down the lane with 2 hands. It's Abigail Clark who pushes it back over to Logan Elm now near side. Addison Smith nearly gets the kill. A nice play by Bennett as the Blue Angels are back over on the free ball. Kennedy Groff over with 2 hands. She'll get the kill.
Yeah, pretty good back and forth there. Able to keep it off the floor on both sides. I thought Gallia really hurt themselves a couple times not being able to get a pass on target to get an attack.
So Petty remains at the service line as she sends it into the net. It'll be the first point tonight for Gallia. It will send Mallory Petro back to the line for the Blue Angels. Another sophomore for head coach Janice Rozier. Rhodes goes backside over with 2 hands as Kennedy Groff, another kill for the junior.
Yeah, use of a back set there. And again, that's kind of what Logan Elm will do, since the loss of King, is they'll spread it up and down the net with 3 hitters coming on the attack there.
Now the junior Sadie Binkley serves it away and gets the ace. Clark goes to the far side for Aubrey Frazier, the 6'2 sophomore, with the kill.
Well, and that certainly works there, but again, it works because that's the first time in the match they've been able to pass on target to Clark, and she's able to put it up there. You can see, again, where these hitters would have put-away ability, but it's all going to come down to their ability to pass the volleyball.
Now Chloe Bennett, the freshman libero for Gallia, serves it away as Rhodes sets it up right down the middle for Macy Green. Blue Angels keep it alive as Frazier tips it over on the free ball. Addison Smith back over into the back row for Chloe Bennett. Far side, Aubrey Frazier down the line, unable to keep it inside the line. And that'll push it to a 3-point lead for the Braves.
Yeah, right idea. You know, Aubrey had some success coming cross court the time before. That time she probably didn't need to be as fine as she tried to be and was just sailed a little bit long on her. Certainly had an opening there. Right idea.
Kiana Ingram checking into the game for Hannah Rhodes. Back to the service line. She's second on the team in aces with 36 on the year. Mallory Petro over on the free ball for Gallia as Ingram brings it to the near side for Marlo Smith, who sticks it just inside the back line for the kill.
Yeah, I thought you gave the stat right before the serve. You know, even though it's not an ace, a lot of times what happens is the tough serve results in the free ball. Then, you know, the free ball, when you don't get on the tack now, you don't have to mess with the size of Frazier at the net, and Logan Elm's able to come right back and get the kill.
So another serve for Kiana Ingram. As Clark sets it up right down the middle. Kept alive in the back row by Logan Elm as Binkley sends it over on the free ball. Clark goes to the far side. Aubrey Frazier down the line. Another kill for the sophomore.
Outstanding job there from I believe it was Eachus in the middle, coming hard in the middle to freeze the block, and then gives Frazier a little bit more of a one-on-one opportunity on the outside.
Grayson Clark back to the service line for Gallia. Ingram back setting to the far side. Blue Angels keep it alive now. Frazier on the attack as Ingram digs it up in the front row. Back to the Blue Angels now. Clark back setting near side for Walker. Dig in the back row by Petty. Far side, Smith nearly has the kill. A nice play in the back row by Petro to keep it alive. Walker sticks it just inside the back line for the Blue Angel kill. Lead is down to 2 for Logan Elm.
Yeah, outstanding defensive effort from Petro there to keep it off the floor and gives her teammate a chance to swing, and Walker cashes in.
Clark back to the line once again, a tight serve. Nearly an overpass by Green on the serve receive. It ultimately will be a free ball from Logan Elm. Far side, Frazier a dig from Binkley in the back row. Near side, Marlo Smith on the attack as Chloe Bennett hits the deck to keep it alive. A two-handed pushover by Frazier now. Ingram over on the second touch. A nice play by Bennett to keep it alive. Eachus on the attack as she sails it over the back line. Point goes to Logan Elm.
Yeah, they use a little bit more of their size on the outside, a little bit undersized in the middle, and certainly a good athlete, but on that particular quick action, just not quite on the same page with their setter.
Addison Smith now to the service line for Logan Elm. As Walker unable to make solid contact with the ball, results in a hitting error. It will push the Braves' lead up to 4. Clark back setting near side for Frazier, another kill.
It's where scouting becomes so important as you settle into the match and you start to learn all 6 rotations. Logan Elm's got to be aware that Aubrey Frazier is coming out of the backside there, the weak side on that opposite hitter, and you got to be able to get your block over there. Way, way too easy for her to have the open net right there.
So now the freshman Jalen Dillon serves it away for Gallia. Second touch by Ingram, near side Smith with the kill.
Again, we talked about the balance. On my stat sheet, that's already the 4th different Logan Elm player to record a kill. Talks to you a little bit how they're going to spread it out.
Grayson Clark goes to the far side for Ryan Nunn, who's blocked at the net by Kennedy Groff. A 10-5 Logan Elm lead here in the first.
Yeah, good job of getting the hands extended out over, and it's a big point there. Go up 10-5.
Clark goes backside to Walker, who just does get it over the net. Back to the Blue Angels now as Eachus sends it over with the right hand. Ingram sets it up far side for Marlo Smith. A dig in the front row by Chloe Bennett. Now on the attack, Ryan Nunn. Floats it back over the net. Ingram sets it up right down the middle for Kennedy Groff, more or less over on the free ball. Far side, Ryan Nunn. Blocked at the net, and another point for Logan Elm.
Yeah, right now it just seems to me that Logan Elm is comfortable playing just a notch quicker than Gallia.
Clark sets it up right down the middle for Aegis. Dug up in the back row by Logan Elm as Ingram sends it over on the free ball. Nearly does get the kill. Ryan Nunn back to the Braves now. Reed sets it up to the far side as Marlo Smith will not get the kill. A nice play by Gallia to keep it alive as Aegis is over on the free ball. Nice play in the back row by Chloe Bennett to keep it alive. Walker sends it back to Logan Elm now. Far side, Smith. Outside the lines as Gallia. A hard-earned point to cut the lead back down to 5 for the Braves.
Well, it really was the outstanding defensive play in the back row from both Dillon and Bennett, multiple times giving great effort and allowing their team to eventually win the point.
Rhodes goes backside for Smith. Dig by Dillon in the back row, now near side. Walker on the attack, she'll get the kill. Back-to-back points for the Blue Angels as they cut the lead down to 4.
Well, again, Dillon's back row play has been quite a spark, just a freshman there for Gallia.
Rhodes brings it near side for Kennedy Groff. Now on the attack, Gallia blocked at the net, right back to the Blue Angels now. Over with the right hand, it's Ryan Nunn with the kill.
Yeah, first real opportunity on the outside and takes advantage for the kill.
Hannah Rhodes brings it to the near side for Kennedy Groff. The Braves are back in the scoring column now as she gets the kill.
Groff off to a good start already with a couple kills, and she's been involved in a couple different block plays defensively at the net as well.
Rhodes sends it away. Clark goes to the outside for Walker. A dig in the back row by Rhodes. Second touch by Binkley. It'll be a roll shot from Smith off the net as she's blocked up top.
That was Clark out of the middle.
Walker serves it away for the Blue Angels. Far side, Smith over with the right hand as it's blocked at the net by Clark. Looks like they may have Clark getting into the net.
I think the two sides have different sides.
It was Abigail Clark who came flying over the net to get the block in what would be a point for Gallia Academy.
Yeah, I believe the up official had Logan Elm in the net. I believe the down official had Gallia Academy in the net, and we'll see.
The point will be awarded to the Braves, so looks like there will be a violation on Gallia.
Yeah, from where we're sitting, Clark was certainly in the net on this side, but I thought the discrepancy was maybe if they thought Logan Elm was as well.
So it'll be a 13-9 lead for Logan Elm here in the first set. District quarterfinal, the winner will play the winner of Warren and Waverly, who are actually playing tonight. That district semi next Wednesday in Southeastern. Clark goes to the outside, tipped over by Abigail Clark. Nearly has the kill. A nice play by Binkley to keep it alive as Eliana Hutchinson on the outside gets the Brave kill.
Yeah, give a little defensive star there to the great back row play of Binkley. Great effort there, keeping that ball off the floor.
Now Petty serves it away for Logan Elm. Clark to the outside. Abigail Clark down the line. A big swing as she gets the kill.
The Gallia Academy certainly has everything they need at the net. They have outstanding setter play too, and they pass it on target. They're going to be tough to handle at the net throughout the evening for Logan Elm.
Mallory Petro back to the service line for the Blue Angels. Rhodes brings it to the near side. Smith over with the right hand as Frazier hits the deck to keep it alive. Rhodes looking to push it over with two hands as it clips the top of the net. And that'll cut the Braves' lead down to 3. Second touch by Groff. It'll be a roll shot from Eliana Hutchinson. Clark to the far side for Aubrey Frazier. A big swing, and she'll get the kill.
Yeah, able to tool the block out of bounds there on the outside. It all started with a breakdown and serve receive for Logan Elm. Had to free ball it over, and then Gallia Academy takes advantage.
14-12. Logan Elm lead and an ace from the service line for Mallory Petro. Miscommunication in the serve receive of Logan Elm. It'll be a timeout for head coach Aaron Ridenauer and the Braves.
Yeah, I think he certainly wanted to try to stop the bleeding here. You go back when that call ended up going their way. Instead of 12-10, they go up 13-9. They score the next point to go 14-9, and since then back comes the young Gallia Academy squad here, cuts it to within 1 at 14-13. So we talked about the young team settling in here in the early going. Certainly looks like they've weathered the early storm. Let's see how they come out of this timeout here.
So the first timeout here in the first set for Logan Elm. As we said, the winner moving on to the district semis next Wednesday at Southeastern. First serve set for 6 p.m. It'll be the winner of Warren and Waverly, who also playing tonight. Of course, Waverly taking down Vinton County in the district first round matchup. So out of the timeout, it'll be Petro at the line for the Blue Angels. Trailing by 1 here tonight. Rhodes sets it up on the outside for Smith. She sails it over the back line. And we're tied up at 14 as the Braves wanting a tip at the net. But it does not look like they're going to get it.
Yeah, coming on the outside there, I think Coach Ridenauer didn't necessarily agree with the opinion.
So we're all knotted up, 14 apiece. Second touch by Smith, far side with 2 hands. It's Kennedy Groff into the net. And Gallia with Shane, I believe, their first lead here in the first.
Yeah, it is. And again, Clark's size at the net is just has been a problem for him.
So Petro serves it away and over the back line. So we're knotted up once again at 15 apiece.
Gallia's first service there of the opening set.
Now Sadie Binkley back to the line for the Braves. Clark sets it up right down the middle for Abigail Clark, kept alive by Logan Elm. Smith off the net, back over to the Blue Angels. On the outside, Aubrey Frazier with the kill. 16-15 Gallia.
Yeah, that particular rotation, Frazier and Clark on that one rotation there hit in the front row together, and you get them both going hard there. It just makes the block really have to guess.
Now Chloe Bennett, a tight serve, and she'll get the ace. 2-point advantage for the Blue Angels here in the first. Far side, Hutchinson, a roll shot. Sticks it in the back left corner for the kill.
Yeah, much needed. They had fallen down to 17-15 there. The 2-point advantage there was Gallia Academy's biggest advantage here in the early going, and Logan Elm really needed to get the serve back. They did so. Now they're trying to tie it up.
Now Kiana Ingram serving it away for Logan Elm. Clark to the outside for Frazier. Sticks it inside the line for the kill. Aubrey Frazier continues to have an impressive first set here tonight.
Yeah, she really does. 6 kills here on my sheet in the early going.
268 coming into tonight, leading the Blue Angels with 3.6%. Now Grayson Clark, a tight serve away for the Blue Angels. Nearly has the aces. Marlo Smith, a nice play to keep it alive on the free ball. Far side, Frazier with the swing and the kill.
I really like what Frazier did there. She took just enough off. I thought early on she was a little bit juiced up and sometimes tried to be too fine with it. That time just just making a nice swing at it and finding the opening area.
Second timeout in the set for Coach Ridenhour. The Braves look to regroup, trailing 19-16 here in the first.
Yeah, so far you've highlighted Aubrey Frazier coming in with the numbers. She comes out to that fast start there with 7 kills, and then Clark has also been a factor, not with only the 2 kills but also 2 blocks. Over on the Logan Elm side, Groff has had a nice trip through the front row on her 3 rotations. She had 3 kills and 2 blocks, and then Hutchison's had 3 kills. So Logan Elm, I believe, is still at their best when they get those 2 going, but then spread it out just enough to be balanced up and down the net at all 3 spots.
So out of the timeout, Grayson Clark will remain at the service line for Gallia. As they lead the Braves 19-16 here in the opening set. Clark serves it away, took a bit off of it, and she'll get the ace as the Blue Angels are the first to 20 here in the first set.
Yeah, third ace for Gallia Academy. That's just a great call from the bench there. They mix it up long. That time they go short.
Ingram back setting to the far side. Smith down the line, unable to get the kill. Now Clark brings it to the near side for Walker as she's blocked at the net. But it will fly out of bounds off the hands of Marlo Smith. A 5-point lead now for Gallia Academy.
Yeah, just got to get those hands turned inside. The block was too straight up and ended up tooling out of bounds.
Near-sided Smith, a roll shot dug up in the back row by Petro. Clark right down the middle for Ichis. Another kill for Gallia Academy.
Yeah, good adjustment that time. You'll remember earlier I talked about not getting on top of the setter and it ended up going long. That time she's able to take something off of it a little bit. I still think as the night goes on, you'll see that chemistry even sure up a little bit more.
Binkley out of the back row. It'll be a free ball over by Smith. It sails over the back line. As Gallia Academy has taken full control here in the first. Clark remains back at the line for the Blue Angels. Rhodes sets it up right down the middle. Macy Green on the swing, out of bounds, and set point coming up.
Yeah, it's just been all Gallia Academy from about the middle of the set on, just doing a lot of it with some tough serving.
Rhodes goes backside. Smith down the line as she's blocked. It flies out of bounds, so the Braves able to get back into the scoring column, now trailing by 7.
Adeline Smith returns for Logan Elm to the front row. She'll hit strong side out of this rotation for him.
Clark sets it up near side. Frazier with the kill as the Blue Angels take the opening set of tonight's district quarterfinal. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to Logan Elm High School as Shane, the Braves seemingly in control for the first half of the set before Gallia Academy going on a run, ending up winning winning the set. I believe 25-17 was the final.
Yeah, they just I tell you, once they settled into the match, they did it in a variety of ways. They did it obviously with the size of Frazier and Clark at the net. I had Frazier for 8 kills there in the early going. I thought Clark I thought her 2 blocks and a couple other touches there at the net really caused some problems for Logan Elm. Gallia Academy also did it with 3 aces, only 1 service error. And even again, when they didn't record the ace, there was times they served tough that resulted in a free ball back over. And, Logan Elm jumped out. They looked like they were going to control the first set. They go up 14-9, but then Gallia Academy ends it on, if my math is correct, 16-3 run. Is that right? Wow. So, I mean, they just, again, at a lot of different places on the floor, they were able to dominate. I would also highlight, I think you called it real well the one time, there with Dylan and Bennett in the back row, just giving an incredible effort. So a lot of Gallia Academy players participating and producing there for Coach Rozier in the first set.
And Shane, maybe some keys for Logan Elm to maybe regain the momentum they had at the beginning of the first set.
Well, I think they've got to clean up the serve receive, because the reason I say that is they're at their best, even though, again, Hutchison and Groff are a big part of what they do. They're at their very best when they pass it on target and they get multiple people coming on the attack. Frazier and Clark are so big. If they know where the ball's going, they're going to be a problem with the block. You've got to be able to spread it out.
So it'll be Logan Elm to begin the second set as Hannah Rhodes serves it away. Free ball back over by Chloe Bennett. Right down the middle, it's Kennedy Groff. Over with 2 hands is Logan Elm on the board first here in the second set.
Well, again, if you're watching, I think that's a great example of what I'm talking about. It all started with a poor serve receive on the one side. They come back and they get on the attack and they're able to find a hole.
Clark sets it up for Ryan Nunn. A nice play by Rhodes to keep it alive for the Braves. Back to Gallia Academy now as Clark brings it to the near side for Walker. Down the line with the kill.
Walker's a nice opposite side weapon there to offset some of the size in the middle and the strong side. Well done.
Rhodes brings it to the near side for Hutchinson. Dug up in the back row by Dillon. Blue Angels on the attack now as Binkley gets a dig in the back row for Logan Elm. Now Hutchinson blocked at the net by Clark, and nobody home to keep it alive for Logan Elm as Gallia takes a 2-1 lead here in the second set.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there. When Clark's able to predict where the ball's going, she's a problem.
Near side, Hutchinson from the attack line with the kill.
As Petty comes in to serve here, see if she can give them a little spark here. But the tough serving is the first key to keeping Gallia from getting on the attack.
2-2 tie as Kimberly Petty gets the ace, and the Braves now out in front. Clark tight to the net, sets it up for Abigail Clark, dug up in the back row by Petty. Now Smith on the attack with the kill. Addison Smith extends the Braves' lead to 4-2. Petty remains back at the line for the Braves. Ryan Nunn over on the free ball. Far side, Hutchinson on the attack, and she'll get the kill. Third kill of the set already for Eliana Hutchinson.
Yeah, Petty's done a nice job. She's mixed a little short and long, and it's really got the serve receive off balance.
Clark sets it up right down the middle for Abigail Clark with the kill.
And it really simplifies there for Gallia Academy when you're able to do that. Again, been so impressed with Chloe Bennett, just a freshman wearing the different collar jersey there for Gallia Academy. She's going to be a good one.
Now Mallory Petro, the sophomore, serves it away for the Blue Angels. Rhodes brings it to the near side. Smith back to the Angels now. Right down the middle for Aubrey Frazier as it's dug up in the back row by Petty. Back over to the Blue Angels is Hannah Rhodes with the crafty play to get the kill.
Yeah, well done by the Logan Elm senior setter there. That's what she wanted to do earlier and just kind of caught the top of the net. The vision was good. That time able to execute it and hits the spot.
Clark goes to the outside. Aubrey Frazier down the line, blocked by a combination of Eliana Hutchinson and Macy Green. 7-3, Braves leading.
Yeah, outstanding. Got the double block out there, so you get 4 hands up there extended out over the net and able to get one.
Macy Green leading the Braves coming into tonight with 18 kills, more than likely half a block there for the junior. Rhodes back over on the second touch for the second time in 3 points.
Yeah, well done. What's happening, Gallia's cheating up there in their coverage underneath on the block, and they're leaving the one back, and Rhodes is picking up on it and being able to quickly shoot the ball to the back corner.
Binkley remains back at the line for the Braves. Clark keeps it on the outside as Abigail Clark sends it back to Logan Elm. Now Smith on the attack. And she'll get the kill.
Yeah, Addison Smith here on the outside. 2 swings. Couple kills after not having one there in the first set.
9-3 Logan Elm lead as Janice Rozier will take the first Blue Angel timeout here in the second set.
Yeah, I would put a little star in my notes there off the serving of Kimberly Petty. I thought she had come in and provided a little bit of spark. Used the short one as they started to cheat up. She went a little deeper on them, kind of mixing it up a little bit, got some free balls. Logan Elm was able to get on the attack a little bit, get a little bit more momentum, and as a result, just playing with a little bit more energy. But keep in mind, in the first set, I thought Logan Elm did a similar thing in the first, probably 10 to 15 points, jumping out and controlling the set, and then Gallia Academy comes storming back. Let's see if Logan Elm can continue to focus in on some of these details and obviously get this second set and even it up, and you'd be already guaranteed your 4 set on the evening.
So out of the timeout, Sadie Binkley remains back at the service line for Logan Elm. 9-3 advantage for Logan Elm. 2 hands pushed over by Abigail Clark as Rhodes brings it to Smith near side, dug up in the back row by Petro. Now Frazier down the line. Nearly an overpass by the Braves. Nonetheless, they'll send it back to Gallia on the free ball. Over with the right hand, it's Abigail Clark on the kill.
Yeah, that rotation when Clark and Frazier up there together, there's just not a lot you can do if you end up giving them 2-3 times to come on the attack. I thought Logan Elm did a pretty good job withstanding the first couple.
Chloe Bennett serves it away for the Blue Angels. Near side, Smith sails it over the back line. Braves looking for the tip, Shane, and it looks like this time they'll get it. So the lead for Logan Elm now up to 6.
Huge swing. Could have been 9-5. Now goes 10-4. You come out of that timeout at 9-3. If you win the first 2 points, you feel like you settle back in. Now down 10-4, you still feel like you're chasing a little bit.
Kiana Ingram into the match. She serves it away for the Braves. Now Ingram keeps it right down the middle for Macy Green, who more than likely going to be called for a violation. She fell into the net. And that'll cut the lead for the Braves down to 5.
Yeah, it's one of those where you end up getting the net violation, but the ball kind of takes you there, and it's kind of an unfortunate situation for the hitter.
Ingram back setting down the line. Smith on the swing as the Blue Angels keep it alive. A roll shot near side by Walker. Clark goes to the outside. Aubrey Frazier down the line. As she just does keep it inside the near line. As seems Logan Elm may have been called for a violation in the meantime. Nonetheless, the point will go to Gallia Academy. Ingram brings it to the near side for Marlo Smith, who's blocked at the net as the Braves keep it alive and send it back over on the free ball. Clark tight to the net. Out to Frazier on the outside. She'll get the kill.
So again, now the 10-7. That's back-to-back kills for Aubrey Frazier. Those are her first 2 here in the second set after she really dominated the opening set.
Clark on the serve. She'll send it into the net, so that'll hand it back over to Logan Elm with a 4-point advantage.
It's a big miss there. You could kind of slowly but surely feel a little bit of the momentum coming back over to the blue. And then now Logan Elm up 4.
Grayson Clark near side for Frazier. She keeps it just inside the back line for the kill. Lead back down to 3 for the Braves.
She's hitting pretty close to 1,000 out of that opposite side there. Again, Logan Elm's got to recognize in that rotation that first ball over, she's going to hit opposite.
Jalen Dillon to serve for Gallia. Rhodes front setting to the outside, pushed over with 2 hands. Now down the line, it's Eachus. Kept alive by the Braves, a roll shot near side by Smith. Gallia back over on the free ball, quickly hit back over by Macy Green. A roll shot from Walker nearly has the kill as the Braves keep it alive. Clark sets it up near side for Walker, pushes it over with 2 hands as Mia Reed hits the deck to keep it alive for Logan Elm. Now Clark down the middle for Eachus. Dug up in the back row by Ingram. Near side, Adeline Smith, a roll shot. Now the Blue Angels on the attack is Binkley, a diving effort to keep it alive. But it seems Macy Green called for a violation. Now 11-9 lead for the Blue Angels.
Thought Coach Ridenauer was going to call timeout. I think he was just asking on the number on the net.
Rhodes sets it up near side. Adeline Smith on the swing. It's into the net. Looks like it'll be no touch for Gallia Academy. Or no, Shane, it looks like there will be a touch on the block.
Yeah, I think they did signal that off the block, comes out of bounds. And that was Adeline Smith here on the outside with the kill.
Clark sets it up to the outside. A roll shot from Ryan Nunn. She'll get the kill.
Yeah, well done from Nunn there, off the net a little bit. Still, obviously, with good size. I think because of how big Frazier and Clark both are, I don't think we appreciate the size of Nunn as well.
Now each is back to serve for the Blue Angels. Rhodes goes to the outside. Down the line, it's Kennedy Groff with the kill.
Gallia's kind of weathered the storm here. Now just down 13-10 still. This is the point in the first set where Logan Elm let it get away.
Miscommunication in the back row between Grayson Clark and Chloe Bennett. That'll give the ace to Hannah Rhodes, who, as we mentioned prior in the broadcast, does lead Logan Elm in aces on the season. Free ball over by Grayson Clark. Attacking opportunity now for the Braves. Near side, Hutchinson down the line with the kill.
Yeah, with the big block, when it's that tight, sometimes the best you can do is just go ahead and swing as hard as you can on that outside blocker and see if you can tool it. And Hutchinson's had some success here.
Clark back setting near side for Walker. Dug up in the back row by Rhodes. Second touch by Binkley. Adeline Smith on the outside won't go. Walker over on the free ball and overpass by Adeline Smith. Now Clark sets it up right down the middle for Abigail Clark, who gets the kill.
Clark really plays the game with a high IQ. Obviously, being 6'2" or 6'3" helps, but great vision there. Just goes up, doesn't try to do too much with it, tips it right in the hole.
Tight serve from Walker from the service line with the ace.
First ace for Gallia here in the second set after having 3 in the opening set.
Second touch by Rhodes near side. It'll be Hutchinson digging the back row by Chloe Bennett. Now on the outside, not a big swing. Mia Reed keeps it alive. Ingram able to get it over on the free ball. Now 2 hands pushed over by Rhodes. Clark sets it up right down the middle for Clark. Braves continue the rally. On the outside, Adeline Smith. A big swing, and she'll get the kill.
Yeah, great job by Binkley to step in there from the libero position. Rhodes was forced to take the first ball from her defensive spot. And Binkley comes in and plays a real nice second ball to give Smith a chance to get a swing on it. Well done all the way around there.
Now Petty serving away into the net. Lead for the Braves cut down to 3. Is Mallory Petro right back to the service line for the Blue Angels?
Well, it's such a big miss. One, because the point's so important, but the other thing is that was a rotation where Aubrey Frazier was still out. Now she returns to the front row for Gallia Academy.
Rose to the outside for Petty. Blue Angels keep it alive over on the free ball is Chloe Bennett. Rhodes back to Hutchinson on the outside into the net. Back to Logan Elm now. Blue Angels keep it alive. Frazier. Another free ball for Gallia. Near side Smith on the swing with the kill.
That's Green returning to the front row for Logan Elm, who now leads by 4.
Second touch by Clark. It'll be Aubrey Frazier over with the right hand. Rhodes back setting. Hutchinson down the line as she sails it over the service line. Now a 17-14 lead for Logan Elm.
Yeah, missed opportunity for Logan Elm there. They had him scramble a little bit. Frazier was scrambling, just trying to keep the ball off the floor, so Logan Elm was going to have an open net opportunity. Didn't take advantage.
Rhodes goes backside to Hutchinson. Dig by Skidmore in the back row. Now a roll shot from Frazier, who sticks it in between the first and second rows for the kill. Hannah Rhodes near side for Smith. Down the line and over the back line. Just a 1-point advantage for Logan Elm. As Coach Ridenauer will take a timeout here in the second.
Yeah, same situation. Logan Elm jumped out just like they did in the first set, and they're in the middle of the set. It looked like they were going to take off. I go back to my first set notes. I had them going up to 14-9 before Gallia ended on a 16-3 run. Dewey, the same thing here. Logan Elm jumps out 13-10, then 16-12, 17-13, and then looks like they're going to take off and go. And here comes Gallia Academy again. You mentioned Aubrey Frazier, their top swing at the net there. About 3.5 kills per set. She's having a huge night here. Let's see here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 through the first 2 sets already. So
it was a 25-17 set 1 win for Gallia. They currently trail Logan Elm 17-16 here in set number 2. Out of the timeout, it will be the freshman libero Chloe Bennett to serve it away for Gallia. Second touch by Rhodes, and it will be an ace for the freshman Chloe Bennett. We're all knotted up at 17. Second touch by Rhodes, it'll be Smith. Over on the free ball for Logan Elm. Clark to the outside. Frazier down the line. Dug up by Binkley as the ball hits the top of the stadium here at Logan Elm. So it'll be a kill for Aubrey Frazier.
Gallia's come all the way back, up 1 now.
Rhodes back setting to the outside for Hutchinson, who's blocked at the net. Braves continue the rally. Now a roll shot from Hutchinson, back to Gallia now. Frazier to the outside, she'll get the kill. Blue Angels by 2. Here in the second set, timeout Logan Elm.
Do I go back to when I was talking about it's never a good time to miss a serve, but when you have Frazier out of the game where she's coming through the back row there, someone's playing the back row for her, and you let those particular rotations go and you don't get a chance to play and you have some mistakes in the service game, that just compounds because now she returns. That first time through the front row here in the second set, she was shut out in terms of kills after having 8 in the first set. Well, Logan Elm had taken advantage of that point. They were up 10-4. Well, now you look and she's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more here in the second set now for a total of 14, and she's really starting to find her groove again.
So Bennett remains at the line for Gallia. She'll serve it away with a 2-point lead. Hannah Rhodes goes backside for Hutchinson, who gets the Braves back into the scoring column with a kill.
Well, much needed. You stop the bleeding there, and they come out, and Hutchinson gives them a swing there to cut it to 1.
Clark keeps it on the outside for Aubrey Frazier. A dig in the back row by Binkley. Now near side Smith on the attack as Bennett digs it up in the back row. Frazier down the line as Binkley hits the deck to continue the rally. Smith as she gets the kill near side, and we're tied up at 19.
Huge defensive effort there from Binkley. I mean, Frazier, who's having a big night, had 2 opportunities. Binkley up to the challenge both times for the dig.
Second touch by Clark. It'll be a roll shot from the attack line for Lauren Eaches. She sends it into the net, and the Braves are back out in front, 20-19.
Yeah, just an unforced error. See if Logan Elm can take advantage.
Ingram, a tight serve, and she'll get the ace. Second on the team in aces coming into tonight. Shane, I believe her second here tonight.
Timeout Gallia Academy this time. That's their second, so both teams out of timeouts. And they're on the Logan Elm timeout. They trailed 19-17. Whatever Coach Ridenauer said must have been complete genius, because now we sit here 21-19 Logan Elm with 4 straight points, and Gallia Academy will call the timeout here to see if they can stop the momentum.
So both teams out of timeouts here in the second set of tonight's district quarterfinal. 21-19 lead for the Braves. Clark to Frazier on the outside. Down the line, it's dug up in the back row by Kimberly Petty. Binkley back over to the Blue Angels on the free ball. Clark tight to the net, tips it over with the right hand.
She caught the net, I think, on that tip when she went tight to the net. I think the right hand followed through into the net for the Logan Elm point.
So a 5-point swing for the Braves as they lead by 3. Clark setting it up right down the middle for Eaches. Binkley hits the deck to keep it alive. Free ball to the Blue Angels. Frazier down the line. As the rally continues, another free ball back over by Logan Elm. Clark back to Frazier on the outside. Tips it over with the left hand, and this time she'll get the kill.
Yeah, obviously didn't want to go with the left hand. The ball just got out in front of her, a little tight to the net, and, again, to be 6'2" and athletic, just uses the left hand, knocks it down for the kill.
Hannah Rhodes keeps it down the lane for Macy Green, who can't keep it between the lines, and the lead for Logan Elm is back down to 1. 22-21, Grayson Clark back to the service line.
Couple unforced errors here in the last 3 or 4 volleys there from Gallia. Logan Elm now just needs to push 2 to even the match.
Grayson Clark down the middle for Eaches with the kill. Gallia hanging around, Shane, as they cut it back down to 1.
Yeah, they really are, and it's just that time coming out of the middle, Aegis and Clark been just a little off on their timing, but that time the advantage of it catching the top of the net just kind of ended up freezing the back row player. Thought it was coming a little bit longer, ends up falling in front of her.
Jalen Dillon, a tight serve, nearly has the ace as Macy Green sends it over on the free ball. Clark to the outside for none, down the line with the kill, and we're tied up at 23.
Clark does such an outstanding job at setter as well. Really does a good job with her quickness getting to the second ball each time.
Hannah Rhodes near side for Smith. Down the line, a dig from Dillon. Now Aegis on the attack. Free ball over by Hannah Rhodes. Second touch by Bennett, far side. Nunn tips it over with the right hand. Now Rhodes to the outside. Smith down the line. Unable to keep it inside the near line. Set point coming up for Gallia.
Right idea coming down the line, but again, I would take on that block a little bit more. I thought she tried to get a little too fine with it inside the line on the down the line shot.
Hannah Rhodes on the outside, Macy Green over with two hands. Back to the Blue Angels now as Aegis sends it over on the free ball. Rhodes to the outside, Smith down the line with the kill. It'll take an extended set here in the second.
Yeah, better swing there. Again, just go ahead and take the block on there when it's that late getting there in the first place. Logan Elm making sure they're in the right rotation here. Okay. Right thing to do, they'll ask for the lineup check there just to make sure. It'd be silly to do something to give the point away at 24 all.
So it'll be Macy Green back to the service line for the Braves. All tied up at 24, now a 1 point advantage for Gallia.
Yeah, and a lot of times what happens there, it serves as kind of a way to freeze the server a little bit.
Lauren Aegis back to the line for Gallia. Rhodes back sitting on the outside. It's Smith with the kill.
Yeah, Smith coming out of the opposite side there, you know, with the set on the line. I like how she wasn't afraid of the moment, went ahead and took the legitimate swing. And Dewey, just like that, all of a sudden we've been tied at 23, tied at 24, now tied at 25.
The junior Adeline Smith ties it at 25. Clark sets it up for Nunn on the outside, sends it over with the right hand. Now the Braves on the attack with Eliana Hutchinson, another kill for the senior hitter.
Hutchinson's been solid throughout the night for Logan Elm. Now all of a sudden, it's the Braves with a chance to win it.
Rhodes back to the line, a tight serve. Nearly has the ace as Dillon back over on the free ball. Rhodes to the outside, Hutchinson down the line with the kill.
Right when her team needed her the most, comes up with a couple big swings down and evens us up at 1-1.
Braves take the second set tonight. A 1-1 match through two. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to Logan Elm High School, Shane, as the Braves even up the match 1-1. There were points in the second set where we thought, hey, Logan Elm might win it, hey, Gallia might win it, but eventually the Braves come out on top.
Yeah, they really did. Good back and forth action there. I thought the first set and the second set were going to match each other there for a while. Logan Elm in both situations jumped out to early advantages. I think they led by 5 or 6 early and even into the middle of the sets. In both cases, Gallia Academy comes all the way back to take a lead. The difference in the second set, Logan Elm was able to use that timeout there at 19-17, come out of the huddle from Coach Ridenauer, score 4 straight, and then the back and forth action of tied at 23, 24, and 25. But give Smith and Hutchison credit, swinging away there, not afraid of the moment, and able to deliver for their team. On the Gallia Academy side, obviously, as we've highlighted, Aubrey Frazier working on a pretty big night here. I've got her unofficially at 15. It's 14 or 15 kills, depending on a scoring decision on a particular ball earlier.
So through 2, it's evened up 1-1. The winner tonight moving on to the district semis. Next Wednesday at Southeastern, they'll play the winner of Warren and Waverly.
Logan Elm had 3 aces, but I also had about 3 more marks where I thought the serve caused a free ball. So I thought Logan Elm, the ability to serve tough, that's probably the best defense, the initial defense, in terms of not having to deal with Frazier and Clark and Nunn and company there at the net. Just, serve tough to where you get the Blue Angels out of rhythm and not let them pass on target. Because when they pass on target, this Grayson Clark, sophomore setter, comes in averaging just under 10 assists per set. She's the real deal. She's really good.
You're just now tuning in, a 25-17 set 1 win for Gallia and a 27-25 set 2 win for Logan Elm. And to begin the second set, Shane, an ace for Walker as she gets the Blue Angels on the board first.
Yeah, just clips the top, the tape there. Again, some people not big fans of that rule, but nonetheless, it's the ace.
Hutchinson over on the free ball, and it looks like we'll have a violation on the Braves that'll extend the Blue Angels' lead to 2.
Yeah, the difference there is that ball's being sent to the other side. They're letting more and more of that go this year.
Rhodes back setting to the far side for Smith. Blue Angels keep it alive, a roll shot on the far side by Nunn.
Yeah, Setter took the first ball, and again, Binkley trying to get through traffic, was unable to get through there to get the ball off the floor.
Ace from the service line for Luli Walker. Her second and 4 serves. Rhodes to the outside for Hutchinson, blocked at the net, and it stays inbounds as Abigail Clark on the block. She led the Blue Angels in that category coming into tonight.
That time trying to clip it off the net again, but the ball falls back. But certainly the risk reward of that serve, you take the 5-1 start.
Clark into the back row. It'll be a roll shot near side by Nunn. Rhodes back setting down the line. Hutchinson on the swing, and she'll sail it over the back line. Now a 5-point advantage for Gallia Academy.
Yeah, good opportunity there just with the hitting there. And this is the first time Gallia's jumped out in a set.
Hutchinson with 2 hands sends it over on the free ball. Clark to the outside. Frazier down the line. Rhodes to the outside, Smith slaps it over with the right hand. Chloe Bennett, a nice play to continue the rally. As Aubrey Frazier tips it back to the Braves with the left hand, now near side Smith. Back to Gallia. Clark down the middle, Frazier caught out of rhythm, sends it over on the free ball. Down the lane, tipped over with the right hand. Kennedy Groff with the kill.
Yeah, you called that really well, Dewey. They had a golden opportunity there. One of the first times that Clark, the setter, was not on the same page with her outstanding hitter Frazier on the outside, and they really wasted an opportunity to get a swing.
Binkley serves it away, trailing by 4. Down the middle, Abigail Clark. A big swing down the lane to put the Blue Angels back up by 5.
Well, I've highlighted that particular rotation. I can't even tell you how much they've dominated that particular rotation tonight.
Hannah Rhodes back setting to the outside for Eliana Hutchinson, who's blocked at the net by Aubrey Frazier and Lauren Eachus. 8-6, Blue Angels out in front. Rhodes front setting near side for Addison Smith. She'll get the kill.
You know, at 8-3 here with Hutchison rotating out, they've really got to get something at the net here from someone else. I mean, there's been another 3 or 4 throughout the night. Get involved a little.
Second touch in the back row by Skidmore. From the back line, a free ball over by Petro. Free ball by the Braves now as Macy Green back to the Blue Angels. Eachus down the lane. Can't keep it between the lines.
I thought Logan Elm didn't communicate very well in the previous ball. I thought it was going to be long, but nonetheless, they go on to win the point.
Now Ingram serves it away. Clark sets it up. Frazier down the line. A dig from Binkley in the back row. Ingram over on the second touch and sticks it into the hole in the defense.
Yeah, nice job. Just enough to keep him on balance there. Finds the hole in the middle. Now it's Logan Elm's turn to try to sneak back in one here.
3-point lead for the Blue Angels as Ingram serves it away. Clark down the middle for Eachus. Dig from Binkley as Ingram sends it to the outside for Smith.
Right idea for Clark, the way you're taught when that ball gets in the net, square your shoulders up, try to pop it up. Just a little crowded there at the net, unable to keep it off the floor.
Tied to the net, Clark rolls it over the tape with the right hand, now near side. Marlo Smith, a big swing, and she'll get the kill. Braves storming all the way back to cut this Blue Angel lead down to 1.
Well, I talked about getting someone else as Hutchison's forced to go to the bench, and certainly Smith is one that's very, very capable.
Second touch by Petro on the outside. It'll be a roll shot from Frazier. Diving effort from Ingram to keep it alive. Now near side, Marlo Smith. Back over to Gallia as Clark sends it to Frazier on the outside, and she's blocked at the net. And Gallia not able to recover. Now knotted up at 8 apiece.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who got that on the outside over there. I know Green was there. Someone else was there with her. I didn't see that number. I apologize.
Clark back to Frazier on the outside, down the line. And landing past the back line, so now a 9-8 lead for the Braves. Ingram remains at the service line for Logan Elm. On the outside, Frazier tips it over with the right hand. Second touch by Binkley. Marlo Smith with 2 hands back over the net. Clark to Frazier on the outside. She'll get the kill.
Yeah, big time swing from Frazier on the outside. Ties us up at 9. really, if you're Logan Elm, you kind of survived a danger spot there early in the set.
Ingram front setting near side. Marlo Smith. A big swing, a nice play by Petro to continue the rally.
I don't think that was going to be more than just a free ball, but she was able to send it over into a hole there and get a kill.
Grayson Clark serves it away for the Blue Angels. Addison Smith, a roll shot from the attack line. Back to Gallia now. Near side, Walker. Unable to keep it inside the antenna. That'll tie it up at 10 apiece.
You know, tied 1-1 and tied 10-10 here in the set. This is a really important stretch. See who's going to take control here.
Eachus over with the right hand. Can't keep it between the lines. Now an 11-10 Logan Elm lead.
You know, 7-2 Gallia, and all of a sudden a 9-3 run has turned that 7-2 deficit into an 11-10 Logan Elm lead.
Grayson Clark back setting to the outside for Aubrey Frazier. Another big swing for the sophomore as she gets the kill and ties it up at 11 apiece.
Yeah, so talented. Yeah, she gets over here on the opposite side, and Logan Elm just doesn't really have an answer on the block on that first ball over. She's hit a high percentage there all night.
Kiana Ingram brings it to the outside. Big swing from Adeline Smith as she gets the kill, and the Braves are back out in front, 12-11.
Adeline's fourth kill of this evening. See if Logan Elm's able to break a streak of back and forth here. We've been tied at 9, 10, and 11. Now Logan Elm up 12-11.
Clark sets it up for Walker as she sends it over with two hands. Now a roll shot from the attack line by Groff. Clark down the middle. Eachus with the right hand, a dig from Smith. Mia Reed sends it back over on the free ball. Clark to the outside. Ryan Nunn unable to get the kill as Kiana Ingram keeps it alive. Blue Angels now on the attack. A roll shot from Walker as she gets the kill, and we're tied up once again.
Yeah, Walker with 4 kills has been steady here as opposite side hitter, just enough to keep him off balance and not allow him to cheat to some of the bigger hitters there in the middle or on the strong side.
Rhodes brings it to the outside. Kennedy Groff with the kill.
Outstanding. That's one of her most aggressive approaches. Came in from the strong side like she was mad at it. Good swing.
Now Hannah Rhodes to serve for the Braves. Tight serve, overpass by Dillon. Back to Logan Elm now. A miscommunication on the Braves side of the net. An overpass leading to a point for Gallia Academy. Rhodes back setting. Smith on the outside. A dig in the back row by Dillon. Roll shot from the attack line by Gallia. Back to the Blue Angels now. Abigail Clark down the lane. Clark. Abigail Clark, a dig from Hutchinson. Kennedy Groff with two hands. Can't keep it inside the near sideline. And the first lead for quite a while for Gallia. Tight serve from the service line for Walker as she gets the ace. Timeout, Logan Elm.
Yeah, third ace of the third set here for Gallia. And again, that 15-13 lead breaks a back and forth after being tied at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Gallia finally scores 2 straight here, take the 15-13 advantage. And in fact, that was 3 straight because it was Logan Elm that was up 13-12. So Coach Wright now are using the timeout here.
Take a moment to thank all of our fall sports live stream sponsors, the Glockner family of dealerships, Parmar Stores, Willie & Son Trucking, Glow Fiber, the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group, and Tomlinson Insurance. Also a big thank you to John Bruce for manning the camera for us here tonight.
John, the man of many talents, with the camera and the
podcaster, color guy, cameraman.
Oh, yeah. List goes on.
Probably a Navy SEAL as well. Rhodes, a diving effort, sent back over on the free ball by Hutchinson. Clark to the outside for none. Her swing goes out of bounds.
Dodged a bullet there if you're Logan Elm. Clark, a pretty good look at it. They also get Hutchinson back to the front row for Logan Elm.
Groff back to the line for the Braves. Second touch by Clark, a roll shot from the attack line by Abigail Clark. Near side, Addison Smith. Into the back row, she'll get the kill. So the Braves come all the way back to tie it up at 15.
5 kills for Addison Smith. That's what we're talking about. Someone other than Hutchinson or Groff, just giving them a little bit of offense.
Clark to the outside. Abigail Clark down the line with the kill. Back to a 1-point advantage for the Blue Angels.
Frazier will return to the front row for Gallia Academy. So this is a great opportunity for them, up 16-15. And she's going to have 3 rotations across the front.
Rhodes back sitting on the outside. Kennedy Groff into the net. Now a 2-point advantage for the Blue Angels.
Danger time for Logan Elm here. They need a good serve receive here to allow themselves to get on the attack.
Rhodes front setting near side. Addison Smith, a roll shot, and she sticks it just inside the back line for the kill.
Yeah, not a lot to it, just a swing out of the strong side. A little bit of miscommunication there in the back row from Gallia Academy. Nonetheless, Logan Elm will take it, and they cut it to 1.
Now the junior libero, Sadie Binkley, back to serve. Clark sets it up right down the middle for Abigail Clark, a dig in the back row by Rhodes. Now Hutchinson on the attack, kept alive by the Blue Angels. Frazier down the line, into the net. Abigail Clark over on the free ball, but can't keep it in between the lines, and we're tied up at 17.
Well, she was kicking herself there. She immediately let her teammates know, my bad, just an unforced error there, trying to knock it over and missed the spot.
Clark goes all the way to Frazier on the outside. Binkley hits the deck to continue the rally. Addison Smith on the attack with the kill.
Can't say enough about Sadie Binkley, junior libero for Logan Elm. Just been terrific defensively this evening.
1-point advantage for Logan Elm. Clark to Frazier on the outside, down the line with the kill.
Frazier having one of those nights, where you start to run out of room on the stat sheet there. I mean, we're only in the 3rd set, guaranteed a 4th.
Averaged 3.5 kills per coming into tonight, well over that average thus far. Rhodes keeping it on the outside for Hutchinson, who's blocked at the net by Frazier.
Yeah, I think Frazier and I think Eachus was there as well.
And Shane, you can go back to the second set. It was a 2-point lead for Gallia Academy when Logan Elm took what I believe was their first or second time out of the set, and they ended up coming all the way back, I believe taking a 2-point lead. It was around 22-20 or 21-19 in the second.
Yeah, I was joking about the genius of what must have been said in the huddle, but sometimes just, it breaks the momentum. They come out and we are. Yeah, you're exactly right. We're almost in an identical spot as I look back. It was 19-17 Gallia when that time out, and then Logan Elm scored the next 4 points, and then we obviously got in the back and forth affair before Logan Elm went on to win at 27-25. So Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is going to be a huge stretch for Logan Elm on this point. You're talking about the difference of cutting it to 20-19 or going down 21-18.
Bennett serves it away for the Blue Angels and over the back line. 20-19 lead for Gallia now.
That's going to take Hutchison out of the front row for Logan Elm as Ingram comes in to serve.
Ingram serves it away for the Braves. Tight to the net, Clark. Unable to keep it on their side of the net, and we're tied up at 20 apiece.
Well, just like we talked about, out of the timeout, you win 2 straight. Tied at 20.
Ace for Ingram as she serves it away. Nearly has back-to-back. A diving effort from Bennett to keep it alive. Tipped over with the left hand by Frazier. Free ball over by Binkley now. Clark going to Frazier on the outside. Down the line with the kill.
Great IQ from the 5'1" setter, Grayson Clark. You obviously don't average nearly 10 assists a set without understanding where the ball's supposed to go. This time of the match, when you have Frazier on the outside, don't overthink it. Just go ahead and put it up there and let her swing away.
Rhodes back setting on the outside. Addison Smith. Blue Angels now on the attack with Walker. Near side, sticks it in the back right corner for the kill.
Really, really close, but right there on it. The line judge has the flag down representing kill, 22-20.
Down the middle, Macy Green with the right hand to dig from Clark. Now Walker over on the free ball. Rhodes down the middle. Pushed over with 2 hands by Green. Back to the Braves now, tight to the net, and nobody home. A 23-20 lead for the Blue Angels. Clark remains at the line for Gallia. Rhodes back setting on the outside, Smith. Second touch by Petro as Walker, a roll shot from the attack line. Rhodes to the near side, Addison Smith, a dig from Chloe Bennett in the back row. Far side, Frazier, a big swing. Kept alive by the Braves. And they'll get the kill. It was Addison Smith back over on the second touch, and the Blue Angels unable to recover.
Yeah, just the ball took a little bit of a weird carom off of there and just caught Clark off guard.
Now Smith serves it away for the Braves. Clark back setting near side. Frazier with the kill. Set point here in the third for Gallia.
Well, Logan Elm passers doing all they can, but in that rotation, Logan Elm's just failed miserably to get any sort of block in front of her. Frazier's just dominated in that rotation. And now, as you said, set point with a chance to go up 2-1 in the match for Gallia Academy.
Jalen Dillon back to serve for the Blue Angels. Overpass from the Braves, sent back by Nunn. Now Rhodes back setting near side for Adeline Smith. Blue Angels on the attack now with Ryan Nunn. Blocked at the net, but it flies out of bounds. And it'll be a 25-21 set 3 win for Gallia Academy. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School District Tournament Volleyball here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
We welcome you back to Logan Elm High School. Shane, the second consecutive set where both squads were able to get into the 20s in the set. Gallia takes it 25-21, taking a 2-1 match lead as we head to the fourth.
Yeah, I thought both teams had some opportunities there in the third set. If you look back, Gallia got out fast. I thought Logan Elm kind of was sleepwalking a little bit off of their second set win, and Gallia jumped out 6-1 advantage and 8-2 advantage, but then Logan Elm settled right in, and man, it was a back and forth. I look at all the ties I had on my score sheet there, tied at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, all the way down, and then finally, Gallia just kind of makes a few plays late in the set there to win it. So if I'm Logan Elm, I think a big factor has to be how I start here. You want to try to get some momentum and play out in front here, especially down 2-1 in the match. It just kind of makes for less stressful points throughout the set.
And for Gallia Academy, Shane, through 3 sets, what has been the key for the Blue Angels?
I think it's certainly been the domination at the net with the size of Frazier. I would highlight the great setter play of Grayson Clark, but through 3 sets, Aubrey Frazier working on a 20-kill night. Clark's up there around 7, Nunn with 5. They've had even Walker here on the opposite side, on our near side, with 5. So I would say it's certainly there for Logan Elm when they've had their most success. I think it's been through their service game, been able to serve tough and so forth. But, I look down at the stat sheet, also give a little star to Gallia Academy on the serve. They had 4 aces there in that last. So those are things Logan Elm can't afford to lose those points because, again, Gallia Academy has such an advantage at the net.
So a 2-1 match lead for the Blue Angels as we begin set 4 with a Hannah Rhodes ace. Braves on the board first here in set number 4.
Certainly what they need, again, with the difficult serve, that's the quickest way not to have to defend Frazier at the net. It's just win the point right off the serve.
Second touch by Clark, near side. Walker on the attack, unable to get the kill. Now back to Logan Elm. Hutchinson near side. Gallia keeps it alive. It'll be Walker back over to the Braves now. Second touch by Binkley, far side, Adeline Smith. Back to the Blue Angels, now a roll shot near side by Walker. Rhodes, down the lane, Groff with 2 hands, tips it over. A nice play near side by Grayson Clark to keep it alive. Rhodes tight to the net, back setting, far side for Smith with the kill.
Outstanding set there from Rhodes. That's what we're talking about. When the setter's there and the ball's on target, she's able to kind of manipulate the block a little bit. She's got her hitter an open net.
Clark brings in near side for Walker, down the line with the kill. Although, Shane, it looks like they're going to get Walker into the net.
Yeah, that's a big call because, again, up to 3-0 now where it could have been back to 2-1. And we talked about Logan Elm starting fast.
And another ace. 2 and 4 points for Hannah Rhodes to begin the fourth.
You mentioned earlier the ace total for Hannah. You can certainly see why there. She gets some nice late action on that ball.
42 coming into tonight for Rhodes as this one sails over the back line. And brings the Blue Angels back to within 3. Now it'll be Walker. Rhodes front setting near side. Hutchinson a big swing. And she will get the kill.
Yeah, nice swing. Gallia Academy originally able to keep it off the floor, but then unable to get it back over.
Shane, we saw the Braves jump out to that early lead in the third. I believe it was 9-3 at one point in favor of Logan Elm. Kennedy Groff to serve. Second touch by Clark, over with 2 hands from Nunn. Now back over by the Braves. Hannah Rhodes with the kill.
That's just two outstanding players making great play. First, we've highlighted Binkley all night, her ability to keep the ball off the floor defensively. They're wearing the different collared jersey for the Braves. And then Rhodes has been able to find that back corner on the push shot probably 3 or 4 times now.
Clark right down the middle for Abigail Clark, who sends it over the back line. Now a 7-1 Logan Elm lead. Timeout, Gallia.
Yeah, basically Logan Elm taking advantage here of the rotation where you don't have Frazier in the game, and they've been able to really jump out here. Up 7-1. We haven't really seen a team just take a stranglehold. I guess the closest thing would have been the run that Gallia went on back in the first set, but see if Logan Elm playing out in front at 7-1. Let's see if they can take off and go here in the fourth set. It seems like, Dewey, every time someone's called a timeout tonight, their girls have responded the way you'd want them to coming out of the huddle.
First timeout of the set for head coach Janice Rozier. 6-point advantage for the Braves here in the fourth. Trailing the match 2-1. The junior Groff remains back at the service line for the Braves. Grayson Clark, a roll shot by Abigail Clark. Back to Logan Elm now. Far side, Hutchinson, a big swing. A diving effort from Clark to keep it alive. Far side, none. Blocked at the net. A combination of Hutchinson and Groff for the Logan Elm point.
Yeah, 8-1. And again, as long as you can keep serving and winning points, you don't have Frazier into the game. That's certainly a huge advantage.
Clark to the outside. Abigail Clark with the right hand gets the Blue Angels back into the scoring column, trailing by 6.
Well, that point stops the bleeding. Maybe more importantly for Gallia Academy, it gets them rotated and gets Frazier back into the front row.
Rhodes front setting near side for Addison Smith. A dig in the back row by Petro. Free ball back over by Frazier now. Rhodes back setting. Hutchinson down the line. Blocked at the net. Back to the Braves. Near side. Smith a big swing. It was tipped at the net. So Smith will get the kill. Now a 7-point advantage for Logan Elm.
Yeah, again, able to go with a little bit of tempo, and the block's just a half count late and able to tip off the block and sail out of bounds.
Clark goes to Frazier on the outside. A dig in the back row by Petty. Now a roll shot from Hutchinson back to the blue.
Yeah, great dig by Petty the first time. Come right back over again. I like Clark's decision to go right back to Frazier, and she gets the kill.
Rhodes to Green over with 2 hands. Far side, Frazier tips it over with the right hand. A dig from Smith. Far side, Hutchinson sticks it just inside the back line for the kill. 7-point lead for the Braves here in the fourth.
The more we watch Hutchinson this year, she's just kind of a clever shot maker. It's not always a full swing away, but pretty good understanding of her strengths and what she's trying to do on each attack. I think she does a nice job.
Clark to Frazier on the outside with the kill. Frazier continues to have an impressive night at the net.
He just does a good job in the middle of going to freeze the block, but at this point in the game, when someone has 22 kills through 3+ sets, you probably need to start cheating the block out there.
Tight serve from Clark. Braves keep it alive. A roll shot from Marlo Smith catches the top of the net and brings the Blue Angels back to within 5. Another tight serve from Clark as Rhodes back over with the left hand on the second touch. Frazier on the attack with the kill.
Again, swing by swing, just impacting the match. She had entered the game down 8-2, now has her team within 4 at 10-6.
Tied to the net, Rhodes brings it back to the middle of the floor, pushed over with two hands by Macy Green. Near side, Walker on the swing, and she'll get the kill. Another tight serve from Clark, overpass by Binkley. Second touch by Bennett Frazier, a roll shot back to the Braves now. Rhodes, near side, Addison Smith. Blue Angels keep it alive, down the lane, Eaches back to Logan Elm now. Near side, Addison Smith, a dig in the back row by Petro. Far side, Frazier, down the line with the kill.
Just threatening to take the complete set over here. All of a sudden now at 10-8.
Tied to the net, Macy Green unable to make solid contact with the volleyball, and the Gallia Academy Blue Angels have come all the way back to within one. Trailed by 6, 8-2 at the timeout. Rhodes back setting. Smith caught out of sync, back to the Blue Angels, down the line with Frazier, a dig from Petty. Near side, Addison Smith can't keep it inside of the back line, and we're tied up at 10. Another magical timeout, Shane. We could have another one on our hands. Timeout, Logan Elm.
Yeah, I look back. I had the Gallia Academy timeout at 7-1, and then at 8-2, it's when they hit the side out and got Frazier back in the game, and then obviously now. So since that timeout, Gallia Academy on a 9-3 run to tie it at 10. Frazier up to 24 kills, I believe it is unofficially. Four of them here in this set. So in that rotation across the front, she's had 4 kills. And she's still up there.
Grayson Clark out of the timeout. Clips the tape at the top of the net for the ace. And the first lead of the set for the Blue Angels. Hannah Rhodes front setting for Adeline Smith. I think that was Addison Smith far side regardless. It's blocked at the net and a 12-10 lead for Gallia.
Guess who? Aubrey Frazier there on showing off some of the defense as well.
Grayson Clark this time can't get it up over the net. The service error brings Logan Elm back to within one.
Adeline Smith returns to the front row for Logan Elm.
Clark near side. Frazier a big swing, a dig in the back row by Smith. Far side, Marlo Smith sends it over with two hands. Clark to the outside for Frazier. She'll get the kill.
It's one of the few times in that particular rotation that they've been able to dig that ball up out of the opposite side. Second ball over, Frazier goes to her normal strong side and swings away and gets the kill. Now she does rotate out of the game.
Jalen Dillon serves it away for the Blue Angels. Ingram keeps it on the far side for Green. Green back over with the right hand after initially being blocked at the net. Gets the kill and brings Logan Elm back within one. Tied to the net, Clark Keeps it in the middle of the floor for Lauren Eachus, who comes flying down the lane to tie it up. Check that to extend the Blue Angels lead to 2. After the kill, Eachus heads back to the service line for Gallia. So we have a whistle prior to the serve. Now we will get going. Rhodes brings it near side for Kennedy Groff. Nearly has the kill while pushing it over with 2 hands. Now a roll shot from the far side by Ryan Nunn. Near side Smith. Back over to the Blue Angels. She'll get the kill.
It's been a pretty good rotation for Logan Elm throughout the match here, with Rhodes back to serve.
Clark keeps it on the far side as Nunn tips it over with the right hand. Now Hutchinson, a big swing, blocked at the net by Abigail Clark. Free ball back over by the Braves now. Nunn with the left hand. Dig from Groff, now near side. Hutchinson on the attack, nearly has the kill as Dillon keeps it alive. Now Nunn, a big swing, far side, and it's blocked right back by Adeline Smith as the Braves tie it up at 14.
Great defensive play, much needed. Again, these particular rotations with Frazier on the bench, Logan Elm's got to take advantage.
Walker sends it over on the free ball. Binkley out of the back row, now Rhodes near side. Pushed over with 2 hands by Groff. Clark sets it up right down the middle for Abigail Clark, who gets the kill.
Clark having a nice night of her own. 9 kills is what I have her unofficially for now.
Hutchinson near side, a dig in the back row by Bennett. Clark pushes it over with 2 hands for the kill. A crafty play by the sophomore setter to extend the Blue Angels lead to 2.
Yeah, really well done. She realized her middle hitter didn't get back in time to hit, so she just kind of tips it over, and key miss there for Gallia Academy.
Serving air for Lily Walker. Braves back within 1 as Kimberly Petty is back to the line for the Braves. Kimberly Petty with the ace off the bench. And we're tied up at 16. Clark to Clark with the right hand for the kill. Gallia back out in front, 17-16.
Frazier returns.
Now Mallory Petro to serve for Gallia. Rhodes back setting far side. Groff over with 2 hands. Roll shot from the attack line for Bennett. Second touch by Binkley. Hutchinson on the attack, blocked at the net by Clark, who spikes the overpass right back down for the kill. A 2-point lead here in the 4th for Gallia. Petro serves it away. Far side. Groff back to Gallia. Now Frazier on the attack, a nice dig from Binkley in the back row, now near side Smith. It'll be a free ball back over to the Braves. Tied to the net, Rhodes to Smith. She's blocked at the net by Clark. Far side, Hutchinson tips it over with the right hand and sneaks it in.
Good sequence from the setter Rhodes there. Doing a good job of keeping out of the net, giving different hitters a chance to attack.
Clark right down the middle for Abigail Clark. It'll be Rhodes back over on the free ball. Clark down the middle for Abigail Clark. Can't keep it between the lines, and we're tied up at 18. Binkley to serve for the Braves. Abigail Clark out of the middle. Can't keep it between the lines, but an overruling will give her the kill and a 19-18 lead for the Blue Angels. The line judge saying no, but the head official saying yes. Rhodes back setting far side for Hutchinson with the kill.
Yeah, big time swing, on the overrule on the point before. Sometimes looking down through a lot of different bodies and things like that, the line judge may be blocked out a little bit. The up official up there on the ladder looking right down at it. Feels like had a better look at it.
Now the junior Kiana Ingram back to serve. Eachus over on the free ball. Rhodes to the outside. Addison Smith down the line, and she sticks it in the back right corner for the kill. One-point advantage for the Braves.
9 kills for Smith.
And an ace for Kiana Ingram. Extends the lead to 2 for Logan Elm. The second on the team in aces coming into tonight. A big one there for the junior.
Gallia Academy's second timeout. Remember, they had taken the timeout back down 7-1 at the beginning of all this. And
a lot of these timeouts, Shane, have been working out pretty well for the team calling them.
Yeah, it really is. And a lot of times we obviously have two really evenly matched teams here tonight. We've seen the back and forth play. Certain rotations favoring Gallia Academy with their size, certain rotations with the overall quickness and some of the matchups for Logan Elm. And I think sometimes you get teams, especially young teams, they just struggle with consistency, and sometimes just a timeout and a chance to refocus and just remind them, okay, it's just as simple as a serve receive on target and then let's go on the attack. Sometimes it can also freeze a server and go the other way. So I think the first thing, if you're Logan Elm right here, is you want to get your number from your coach and you want to execute your serve and hit your spot. If you're Gallia Academy, you've got your hitter in the front row, you just want to pass on target.
Ingram serves it away and gets the ace. Back-to-back aces to a fifth.
I have Logan Elm for 4 aces here in this fourth set.
Ingram serves it away once again. Clark to the far side. Frazier down the line with the kill.
Well, and again, that's why the serving and some of those aces are so huge, because you got Frazier up there in the front row, and when Gallia Academy fails to pass on target, you're just basically wasting her talents. Now at 22-20, if you're Logan Elm, you really want to try to attack and score on this first ball and not give Frazier a swing.
Both teams now reaching 20 points for 3 consecutive sets. It'll be a free ball back over to Gallia. Clark to Frazier. Braves keep it alive, a free ball over by Rhodes. Clark back to Frazier on the outside. This time she'll get the kill. Blue Angels within 1.
Again, great setter play from Grayson Clark. Pushes that ball out there and gives Frazier another
timeout. Logan Elm.
That is their second timeout. They called the timeout back at 10-10 after they were up 10-3. Gallia Academy scored 7 straight points to tie it at 10, and Coach Ridenauer used the first timeout there. Now he'll use his last one, hanging on to the 22-21 advantage.
Shane, I'd say if we've been able to figure out how much the momentum has changed after each timeout, both coaches on the floor have realized the same, and Coach Ridenauer wanting to get ahead of the complete comeback by Gallia.
Yeah, as the match goes on, you really have to understand the rotations and the matchups, and you got to understand in each rotation where your advantage is and take advantage of that. Here, if you're Logan Elm, you got an opportunity offensively before Frazier gets it back.
Rhodes into the back row. Macy Green over on the free ball. Attacking opportunity now for the Angels. Far side, Frazier. A dig by Binkley in the back row. Near side, Addison Smith over with the right hand. Clark keeps it near side for Walker. A dig by Rhodes. Another swing for Addison Smith. Now Frazier far side. She ties it at 22.
Yeah, Logan Elm not taking advantage of getting 3 hitters ready to go, not getting on much of the attack. And once you give Gallia Academy that second or third possession during the volley, it's not going to end well.
Rhodes to Green, out of the middle. Will get the big kill and put the Braves back out in front.
That's a huge swing on my stat sheet. That's her first kill of the evening. She did have a block for a point earlier, but that's her first kill on my sheet.
62 coming into tonight. Shane averaging .7 kills percent, a big one for the junior. 23-22, Logan Elm leading. Clark, near side, Frazier. Dug up in the back row by Addison Smith. Now Binkley over on the free ball. Clark to Frazier, down the line with the kill.
Another big time swing to tie it at 23. Logan Elm was way better there defensively off of that first ball over with her on the opposite side. Now at 23 all, Frazier forced to the bench on the rotation. So the Gallia Academy will need someone else to step up here at the net.
Both Frazier and Clark out of the game for Gallia. Far side, Green a big swing, unable to keep it between the lines. Shane, match point coming up for Gallia.
Yeah, Dylan's been terrific defensively now with the serve.
A trip to the district semifinals on the line. Rhodes near side for Smith. She'll get the kill, and it'll take an extended set here in the fourth.
What I love about Smith, we've watched him a couple times this year, she's not afraid of the moment. A lot of times you'll see, hey, your season's on the line, you'll let up a little bit, just get it in. No let up in that swing at all. Tied at 24.
Green to serve for the Braves. Clark keeps it near side for Walker. She can't keep it between the lines. A 1-point advantage and set point for Logan Elm. Second extended set here tonight. Second touch by Walker. None into the net on the attempted free ball as the Braves take the fourth, 26-24. Shane, can you believe it? We're headed to a fifth.
Well, I mean, it's a situation where at 24-23, it looked like Gallia Academy was right there. A couple unforced errors, and Logan Elm just continuing the play. Give credit to Smith on the big swing there to keep them in the match, and then they find a way. Off the sprint to 15 to see who. I'm still going to call it a sectional championship just because I'm old and stubborn in that way, because I believe in that. But no, it's been terrific, and I think we're in for a real treat here in this final set.
Fifth set coming up. The first of 15 win by 2. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School District Tournament Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
We welcome you back to Logan Elm High School alongside Shane Combs. My name is Dewey Daly. The first five-setter for us here at Sosa this season. Shane, it took us all the way to the district quarterfinals. Great matchup here on this Thursday night between Gallia and Logan Elm.
Well, it is, and if you think back to the pre-match coverage we were just talking about, it's so top-heavy in volleyball until you get into some of the, say, district, semi-district final rounds. This is obviously a unique one. We picked a good one here because we were talking about in the pre-match coverage, out of like 26, 27 completed volleyball matches through this round this week, I think like 95% of them have been
like
straight
23
sets.
or 24 of them.
Yeah, straight sets. So this one's certainly not that, and I could see both teams. They're different. They're extremely different in how they go about it, but the overall matchup is a really good one. So I guess it shouldn't surprise us that we're heading to a fifth set.
So the fifth set coming up in tonight's district quarterfinal, Gallia and Logan Elm. The first to 15 gotta win by 2. It'll start with the Blue Angels as Luli Walker heads back to the line. Rhodes brings it near side. Hutchinson blocked at the net. Smith keeps it alive for the Braves. Now far side. Adeline Smith blocked at the net. Ryan Nunn, as well as Abigail Clark on the block for the Blue Angels.
Yeah, both of them are a big point. Gallia Academy chooses not to have Frazier start in the front row for this fifth set, so these early points become really important to Logan Elm.
Adeline Smith on the far side, blocked again by Nunn and Clark. Now Hutchinson. Down the line, a nice play in the back row by Dillon. Back to the Braves now. Rhodes front setting right down the middle for Groff. Overpass, Groff sends it right back down for the kill.
So intelligent from Groff, the good vision. You go up, instead of just throwing it straight down, she recognizes where the hole is at and just kind of knocks it down onto the floor to her right to tie it up at 1-1.
Tight to the net. Clark unable to get a read on it. An ace for Kimberly Petty that puts the Braves out in front. Clark keeps it near side for Nunn, tipping it over with the right hand. Now Smith sticking it in the hole of the defense for the kill.
Great body control to stay out of the net. Not a lot of room to operate there, and Addison able to get vertical there and find the hole in the middle of the defense.
Blue Angels looking to answer. Abigail Clark does just that with the right hand. Now Aubrey Frazier will check back in, as well as Mallory Petro. Petro heading back to the service line. 3-2 lead for Logan Elm. Rhodes goes the opposite way, down the line. Kennedy Groff continues to have an excellent fifth set.
Yeah, when you're playing to 15, the quick start, so important.
Clark keeps it down the lane for Clark. Now Hutchinson from the attack line nearly gets the kill. A nice play by Skidmore. Overpass from Binkley. So it touches the top of the rafters here in the gymnasium. Shane, that an automatic point for Gallia if it flies over the net.
Over the net. Again, if you knock it up, it hits the ceiling, stays on your side, play on. But if you hit it off the ceiling and it goes over, then that kills it immediately.
So a 4-3 Logan Elm lead. Near side, Addison Smith. The dig in the back row by Petro. Far side, Frazier down the line. Binkley keeps it alive for the Braves. Rhodes goes the opposite way for Hutchinson now. Now Frazier on the attack down the line. A dig in the back row by Petty. Down the lane, Macy Green, a big swing. Blue Angels continue the rally. Frazier pushes it over with two hands back to the Braves. Rhodes back setting Hutchinson into the net. And we're tied up at 4.
Yeah, one of the few times tonight where Rhodes and Hutchinson not on the same page. Hutchinson not really ready for it on the backside there, and results in the hitting error.
Now the freshman libero, Chloe Bennett. Back to the line for the Blue Angels. Rhodes keeps it near side for Smith. Bennett with a dig in the back row. Now from the attack line, an attempted roll shot for Frazier flies into the net, and it's back to a 1-point lead for the Braves. Kiana Ingram checking into the match, as well as Marlo Smith. It'll be Ingram to serve for Logan Elm. Ingram, a tight serve. Blue Angels keep it alive with Frazier on the attack. A free ball over by Ingram, attacking opportunity for the Blue Angels. Far side, Frazier, a big swing, tucks it inside the far line for the kill.
Yeah, big time swing from Frazier. Give Clark a lot of credit there, staying out of the net, having good hands, good vision to push it out there to her go-to hitter for a much needed point to tie it at 5.
Now the sophomore setter Clark back to serve. Ingram keeps it on the far side for Smith. Dig from Petro, now Frazier on the attack and sends it into the net with the right hand. Braves back out in front 6-5. Grayson Clark keeps it near side for Aubrey Frazier, another big swing. As we're tied up at 6.
Well, we talked about it, just back and forth all night, so why would the fourth set be any different? Already been tied at 4, 5, and 6. Every point just carries so much weight.
The freshman Jalen Dillon serves it away. Second touch by Ingram, a roll shot near side by Adeline Smith. Clark brings it near side. Walker blocked at the net. Just does trickle over the net, and Logan Elm sends it back over on the free ball. Clark down the lane, Eachus. Dig from Ingram and a roll shot from Smith. Back to the Blue Angels, far side, Nunn. Blocked at the net and back to the Blue Angels. Nunn tips it over with 2 hands. Adeline Smith swinging from the attack line with the kill.
Yeah, Ingram does the setting out of the back row during those particular rotations. And they did a good job of stepping in to help their setter there so they could still get on the attack.
Abigail Reisinger serving it away and over the back line. We're knotted up once again, this time at 7.
Now Rhodes returns.
Eachus serves it away. Over on the second touch by Rhodes. Nearly got the kill as Clark sends it back to the Braves. Rhodes near side. A roll shot from the attack line is blocked at the net by Abigail Clark, who comes up big with the block.
Yeah, in this particular rotation, Rhodes sets out of the front row really close to a front row attack. Or back row attack, excuse me.
Clark keeps it near side. Walker down the line, a dig from Binkley. Rhodes brings it back to the near side, back over to Gallia Academy now as Abigail Clark sends it into the net, and we're tied up at 8.
Again, back and forth, just waiting for one team to make the extra play to push out in front.
Clark to the outside for Walker, who's blocked at the net and unable to recover. Eliana Hutchinson as well as Kennedy Groff on the Logan Elm block.
Yeah, big point. Again, we're just waiting for someone to try to push out in front. Tied at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now at 9, 8. Logan Elm going to be the team to try to push out to a 2-point advantage.
Clark to the outside. Nunn unable to get it up over the net with the right hand. The Braves the first to double digits here in the 5th set.
Look down, I thought that might be a timeout for Gallia, but they're going to play on.
Clark brings it to the outside for Walker, who's blocked at the net by Hutchinson. Pushed over with 2 hands by Nunn. Rhodes down the lane. Groff can't keep it between the lines. Blue Angels back to within one.
Just kind of a gut check point for Gallia Academy. Give them a lot of credit. They just played through some adversity there, and they win the point. Now it's their turn to try to tie it up once again.
Rhodes to Hutchinson on the outside, a dig from Nunn. Nearly an overpass sent back to the Braves. And out of bounds. An 11-9 Logan Elm lead. Tied to the net, Clark to Abigail Clark, who can't keep it between the lines. A 12-9 Logan Elm lead. Timeout, Gallia.
Yeah, again, Clark doing her best to stay out of the net, but as a result, just couldn't really get hands on it to accurately get it placed where she wants. Now 12-9. Gallia Academy with the timeout. 3 points away from the sectional championship for Logan Elm. If you're Gallia Academy, this kind of just stops a little bit of the momentum. Starts with a serve receive. Got to get it on target there and give Clark a chance to read the defense and use her hitters. You know, again, Frazier not in the front row at this time, but she still has some capable hitters. Clark's had a big night. Nunn's had a nice night. So, again, it starts with a serve receive to allow your setter to read the defense and put the ball where it needs to go.
Out of the timeout, Penny serves it away for the Braves. Abigail Clark with a big swing, a diving effort by Petty in the back row. Smith near side with the kill.
All night long we talked about someone other than Hutchinson or Groff, and Addison Smith here on the strong side. Our near side is really having quite an evening.
Clark brings it to the near side. Nunn tips it over with the right hand. Rhodes down the lane with Kennedy Groff, who gets the kill. Match point coming up for Logan Elm. The trip to the district semis next Wednesday on the line. Clark for Abigail Clark with the kill. Blue Angels not done just yet.
Big time swing from Clark, obviously to extend the match. It also gets Frazier back. This particular rotation where Frazier and Clark have been together at the net has really been dominated by Gallia Academy throughout the evening.
Petro serves it away. Rhodes to the near side for Smith. A dig in the back row by Petro. Far side, Frazier on the attack. A dig from Binkley, but it's up into the rafters. And a kill for Aubrey Frazier.
That's exactly what I talked about. Far from over, even though it's match point. And again, a good timeout here from Coach Ridenauer just to maybe calm the kids down and keep them present in the moment. Sometimes you get this close to the championship point and you get a little anxious. I like the timeout here.
So a timeout for head coach Aaron Ridenauer. A 14-11 lead for Logan Elm, just 1 point away from advancing to the district final, or excuse me, the district semifinals.
And again, you and I not used to the five-setter this year. I'm running out of room. I think if I can count my mess here, Aubrey Frazier up over 30 in the post match coverage. I'll try to get an exact total for us.
Come tournament time, I'll have some nice charts for you to fill out, make it a little more.
Well, we don't want to get too high quality here. All right, here we go.
Out of the timeout, Petro back to serve for the Blue Angels. Rhodes back setting far side for Kennedy Groff, who gets the kill, and the Logan Elm Braves are moving on. 15-11 the final. Here in set 5 as a come-behind win for the Braves propels them to the district semis next Wednesday night. 6 p.m. first serve at Southeastern High School. They'll face the winner of Warren and Waverly. That matchup most likely already wrapped up, so look out on social media from the final from Warren. We'll take a quick break. A 5-set match and what would have been a sectional final championship for the Logan Elm Braves. We'll take a quick break. You've been watching Ohio High School District Tournament Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
A 5-set thriller for us tonight here at Logan Elm is the Braves advancing to the district semis next Wednesday, 6 p.m. first serve, where they'll face the winner of Warren and Waverly at Southeastern High School. Shane, what a match, and it's something we talked about both prior to the broadcast as well as throughout. Not a whole lot of matches advancing past the third set prior to the district semis. We got a good one here tonight.
Well, and I think what you have here is you have a young team in Gallia Academy. We can talk about that here in a second, about the special run they're about ready to go on in the next couple of years. So you have a young team that comes in, at 18-5, ends an outstanding season at 18-6, and then Logan Elm, who had just a special all-Ohio talent, and then they had to kind of reinvent themselves there in the middle of it all. And we talked about how they needed to be balanced, and early in the match I didn't feel like they were getting some of that balance. But now, once you play out the 5 sets, if you look at the stat sheet, you certainly start to get that. On the Logan Elm side, you had Addison Smith at 12 kills. I had Hutchison there at 13, Kennedy Groff at 11, and then even Adeline Smith at 6, and even Green and Marlo Smith got involved a little bit as well. So the up and down the lineup, with Rhodes kind of spreading it out to them, Ingram doing a little bit of setting as well, and then obviously Sadie Binkley was just outstanding as always defensively. So by the time you get to the end of all of it, you do have that incredible balance for Logan Elm. Over on the Gallia Academy side in the losing effort, unofficially, and again, these are all unofficial, obviously, but I have Aubrey Frazier at 32 kills. I just thought she was terrific from the word go tonight, and some big-time swings. Abigail Clark was outstanding in her own right. On the offensive side with 14 kills, I had her at 6 blocks. And again, there's a couple things on the overpass there on some scoring decision. Some people might have that more around 15 and 5, but nonetheless, she was involved in about 20 different scoring plays at the net. Just outstanding. Then Nunn gives them some offense, and he just some offense, and Walker some on the opposite side. The stat I did not keep officially, but just based on the kills and based on the fact that they go to the 5-1 and not a lot of times with someone else stepping in to take the second ball, I wouldn't be surprised to see an official stat sheet later this evening that has Clark up into the 50s assist-wise, maybe even flirting with 60. Obviously, when you have one teammate that has 32, that climbs that number in a hurry. So I just thought it was a complete treat, but I also think it's fun. You and I talked about it coming into the match that no matter how good the night was, we thought the best volleyball for some of these kids was still ahead in the next year or two.
Yeah, for Gallia Academy, and it's a team that if you followed our volleyball coverage a season ago, we really saw Adina take advantage of Wheelersburg in that district final down at Waverly, and we said, this is a team that's not graduating hardly anything at all. Expect to see them back next year. Now, I don't think at the time we expected that to be an undefeated SOC3 title as well as a #1 seed in the Division 5 Southeast tournament, but I think that's more or less what you can expect from this Gallia Academy team moving forward. It would not surprise me if they win the OVC outright the next couple of years, and I'm not sure what division, or actually, excuse me, they're in Division 4. One of the tougher divisions in our area, Shane, but look for them to shake things up. Wouldn't surprise me to see them at the district stage in the coming years with the talented sophomore and freshman groups they have returning the next couple seasons.
I think that's completely fair. I mean, it starts with the girl quarterbacking it all. They're Grayson Clark, the setter, still has 2 years ahead of her, and she's just outstanding. Her hands, her IQ, her understanding of where the ball needs to go. Then the defense is anchored with the likes of a freshman and Chloe Bennett. I thought she was terrific tonight defensively. And then she even gets some help from another classmate, another freshman back there in Dylan. So, and then the obvious things that go without even saying it is you have Frazier and Clark and Nunn all in the same class as sophomores, 6'2", 6'3", and 5'7", respectively, all coming back. Every piece is there. I think tonight's experience will go a long way. It sounds like this year they had the one slip up against Chesapeake that cost them a league title. I would expect them being right there at the top of their conference next year, and anytime you're winning, up around 19, 20 games, the seed should be pretty favorable, and I could see them doing something really special here the next couple of years.
As we mentioned, Shane, the winner, which we now know, Logan Elm, moving on to the district semis next Wednesday. While you were talking, I was trying to see if I could find a winner of that Warren and Waverly match. Was not able to do so. Expect that to be Warren. I believe, is Warren the 1 seed coming in tonight?
They are. Everything I've heard, I've asked a couple people I've not seen Warren, but I've asked a couple volleyball people that I really trust, is Warren as good as they look on paper? And the answer has been simply yes from most people. So they'll be an opponent. I'm sure it'll be tough, but if you're Logan Elm, you're just glad to be playing on. You lose a player, the talent of Claire King, as you talked about in the pre-match coverage, and like I said, kind of reinvent yourself and come a long way here. And I just think Coach Reinhauer's got to be proud of how many people up and down. I know John Bruce was over here trying to figure out who to interview, right? And we literally went through 6, 7, 8 names because every single one of them played such a key part in tonight's win.
Looking at Warren's track record this season, obviously in the Twin State Conference, they finish up 18-2. Now they go 5-1 in the league, splitting with Marietta. However, meeting up with Marietta in some sort of weekend tournament. They get beaten straight sets, best 2 out of 3 to Marietta. So both losses to Marietta, I believe the Tigers down there. So if that tells you how good the Marietta team is, as well as they're the only team through 20 matches to take down Warren.
Yeah, and Marietta's the 1 seed there. I know over in the Uniota Athens bracket where Athens beat Uniota the other night, I know Marietta's the 1 seed in the D3 bracket. So, good volleyball there. I'm sure Warren doesn't lack for athleticism. Just knowing the programs they have over the years there. So that'll be quite a test. But again, if you're Logan Elm at this point, tonight you don't care who you're playing next. You're just glad you're playing somebody next.
Yeah, you look at Warren's results from this season, only forced out of the third set a handful of times. They go 4 with Nelsonville York, who won the TVC this past season. And obviously we talked about the Marietta loss as well. Now the loss to Marietta was in straight sets. They took down the Tigers in 5. They also go to 5 sets with Shenandoah, and they go to 3 best of 3, so a 2-1 win over Wheeling Park. So you just look at some of those teams that Warren is playing, and they're experienced heading into the district semifinal next Wednesday.
Yeah, there's no question about it. But I think if you're Logan Elm, the thing that you're able to tell your girls, if you're Coach Ridenhour, is you're able to look at the likes of a Thompson at Fairfield Union. You're able to look at a Bloom Carroll on film. You're able to look at Circleville. You're able to look tonight and see Aubrey Fraser at 32 kills, and how you continue to stay with it. And so, there's no question Warren has powerful athletes at the net, I'm sure, but I think you can give your kids a lot of confidence knowing that, look, it's nothing we haven't seen yet, and it's nothing we haven't gone toe-to-toe with yet. So, again, Coach Ridenhour's been doing this a long time. He's done a lot of winning, and I'm sure he'll have his young ladies ready to go.
And Shane, we could be talking about Warren all this time, and it could have been Waverly prevailing over the Warriors in the district quarterfinal. So we'll see. Look out on social media from the final from Vincent, I believe is where Warren is at. So that'll wrap it up, our coverage of tonight's district quarterfinal between Logan Elm and Gallia. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Big thank you to all of our fall sport live stream sponsors, the Glockner family of dealerships, Parmar Stores, Willie & Son Trucking, Glow Fiber, the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group, and Tomlinson Insurance. Also a big thank you to John Bruce for quarterbacking the whole operation, running the camera for us here tonight. Great match. One of the better ones we've seen this year, Shane.
Really is. I appreciate the opportunity to get to do it with you. I really enjoy calling the volleyball, and I look forward to hopefully some more here in the weeks to come.
For John Bruce, Shane Combs, and Dewey Daly, we say so long from Logan Elm High School. The Braves, winners in 5, 3-2 over Gallia Academy. You've been watching Ohio High School District Tournament Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.